Hi, my name is Katie, and I'd like to welcome you to today's practice that's hosted by the Northern Colorado School of Yoga. Today we focus on Sagittarius, that is depicted as a centaur, which is part human and part horse. Centaurs symbolize power and energy and the harmony between man and his animal self. Chiron was the most important centaur in Greek mythology. He was the son of the Titan god Cronus and a nymph. He was raised by Apollo, another god, who was the god of art and music and prophecy and poetry and healing and wisdom and justice and archery, which is the symbol that we see through the stars for this zodiac sign. Sagittarius is a sophisticated, independent, kind type of person. They're on a perpetual quest for knowledge, chasing after intellectual and spiritual adventures. And so let us begin our practice today on the mat with that same adventurous spirit. If you'll join me seated, we will have crisscross legs if that's comfortable for you. You can put a bolster or a pillow or a blanket underneath your hips if that is more comfortable as well. And we'll just start with a little breath, trying to get some heat built up. So we'll have a little vigorous breath. We'll inhale deeply and then blow that breath out. And inhale and blow. And one more time, inhale and blow. And let's tie our movement to that same breath. So we'll inhale our arms up and exhale, blow as you tip to the side. And inhale your arms up and blow as we tip to the side. Inhale those arms up and blow as you twist towards the back. Inhale those arms up and exhale as you twist to the other side. And inhale those arms in a slight back bend as you open your chest. And exhale, blow that air out as you come into a forward fold. And inhale as you come back to center. Are you building heat yet? We're getting ready to move to our standing position. So if you're not warm now, you will be, have no fear. So let's roll forward onto all fours into a tabletop position. Hands beneath our shoulders, knees hip width apart. Feel that stability in this position. And an inhale here. And on the exhale, flip those toes under and press your legs up into our downward facing dog. Now this is our first downward facing dog, so go ahead and bend those knees generously if you need to, if that feels good. Or maybe take your dog for a walk by pedaling your feet. Anything that feels good just gets us a little bit warm here. Feel your fingers on the earth and don't forget to breathe. One more breath in, and on your exhale, blow that air out as you walk your hands back into a forward fold. Again, bending your knees as feels good to you. And a breath in, and a breath out. And on your next inhalation, swoop those arms up as you curl your back up overhead. Inhale and stretch. Hands come down to heart center as you exhale. And keep going down into our chair position. And then inhale those arms up, look up, stretch and reach. Hands come to heart center as you exhale and come down into your chair position. And on your next inhalation, bring your arms up as you raise your leg. Arms can be overhead, or arms can be at heart center. Find your balance and slowly pivot that leg back. And if it's accessible, take your corresponding hand and grab that foot for a slight stretch in our upper thigh. Find your focus and slowly, mindfully bring that leg down. Come back down into our chair position. And again, inhale those arms up overhead as you raise your other corresponding knee, or they can remain at heart center if that feels better for you. Focus, find your balance. Pivot that leg towards the back and take your other corresponding hand if that feels good. Grab that foot or ankle and get a nice stretch in that top thigh. Focus and mindfully place that foot on the floor, coming back down into our chair position. This time, let's swoop our arms overhead as we inhale, reach, and swan dive into our forward fold. Walk our hands forward into our downward facing dog. Deep breaths here, don't forget the breathing. And when you're ready, walk or place your foot between your hands. If it needs a little help, that's perfectly fine. And come into a low lunge. Find your stability here. Press through your feet, engage the top of your thigh, and slowly come up and reach forward. Strong legs. And when you're ready, pinwheel your arms up as you pivot your foot and come into warrior two. Bending that knee, knee over ankle and foot so it's stable. Gaze is over your front fingertips. Feel the power in this warrior two position. Bring this back arm around to the front as you pivot your body towards the front. Hands come into fists, thumbs towards the sky as we slowly pull our bow back. And bring that arm around, focusing on our thumbs or on a point in the distance. And pull that bow back. Last time, sweep that arm around. And as you pull this bow back, keep that arm going clear towards the back. Rotate your palms down back into our warrior two position. Inhale our arms up and back into warrior two. And then when you're ready, swoop this arm forward as you pivot and come up on your tippy toes. And when you're stable, raise and bend at your waist. Reach those fingers forward. And slowly come back down. Arm comes towards the back, sinking into our warrior two. Palm faces the sky, coming into reverse warrior. Back into warrior two, and then coming forward into our extended side angle. Reach forward. Keep breathing. Turn your body towards the ground, pivoting, placing hands next to your toes. Coming back into downward facing dog. One more breath here. Stepping the opposite foot between your hands or helping it forward. Coming into that low lunge. And when you're stable, raising up slightly and reaching forward. Reach through those fingers. And then pivoting that arm back as you stand up, pivoting your back foot, sinking in to warrior two. Again, your gaze over your fingertips. And we bring the back arm forward as we make fists and our thumbs point towards the ceiling as we turn our bodies forward. Focus on those thumbs, focus on a point in the distance. Focus on yourself and pull that bow back. Swing that arm around. Again, focus and breathe. Pull that bow back. Swing that arm around. And this time pulling that bow back, extending clear to the back behind you, rotating your palms down, back into that warrior two position. We'll inhale our arms up and back into warrior two. And as we swing this arm forward, we turn and come up on our tippy toes. And when you're ready, lift that back foot and bend at the waist. And focus and breathe. You've got this. Strong legs. And mindfully setting that leg back down, sinking back in to warrior two. Rotating that palm up and reversing that warrior. Coming back into warrior two and forward into extended side angle. Turning our body towards the earth, hands come to the earth beside our feet. Coming back in to downward facing dog. And coming to your tabletop position again, hands and knees. When you're stable, raising your knee behind you for a nice stretch. We worked a lot on our upper thighs, so nice stretch here. And bring it into your nose. One more time, raise that back leg up, nice stretch on the glute and the upper thigh. And curl in. And release that down, and we'll do the same on the other side. Exhale, raise that leg. And curl in. And raise that leg. And curl in. Coming back to our tabletop, a little organic movement here before we enter into our final resting position. Is there anything else that needs to move and stretch? Don't forget to go the other way if you're moving organically here. And when you feel complete, come down into asana. Your arms can be extended forward if that's comfortable for you. They can be extended behind. If you'd like to have a blanket under your knees or a block under your forehead, whatever is comfortable to you. If this position is not comfortable for you, feel free to roll over on your back in Shavasana. I'm going to remain here and just take a few more deep breaths. Feel your belly expand against your thighs and release. Release those shoulders down. Let everything go. Just keep breathing. Balasana allows us to come to peace with our body and the connection of our breath. Our spine remains relaxed as we forward fold. We're compressing our abdomen and our chest, and our third eye is on the ground. This encourages us to turn inward to ourselves. As you feel the breath come into your body, how do you feel? How are you doing today? Balasana gives us time to contemplate, to honor and reflect on all the adventures we had in the past year. And maybe we begin visualizing what inspires and excites us about the coming days. I encourage you to seek out Balasana whenever you need space for your thoughts and a sense of quiet. Create a space in your body for self-inquiry, for dream catching, for rejuvenating. From this inner space, we can determine how best to navigate the outer world as we enter this new year with confidence and focus and passion. One more deep breath in. And another out. And when you're ready, if you'd like to roll back up to seated and join me on the mat. I want to thank you for allowing me to spend this time with you today. I hope you can channel your inner Sagittarius, whether that is your astrological sign or not. I think we all have at least a little bit of that adventurous, knowledge-seeking spirit. You spent this time with your body and with me today, and that's exactly what this is all about, is exploring new things, going deep within ourselves, finding our passion and what energizes us. And that's what my wish is for you today. I hope that you find your passion and your energy. Namaste.